I beg you, please stop. What you're doing right now at breakfast could be slowly killing you, and you don't even know it. If you're over 50 and you've been combining eggs with certain foods, your body is screaming for help. The fatigue you feel, the joint pain that won't go away, the brain fog that's getting worse each day. It might all be connected to this one simple mistake you're making every single morning. But here's the thing that will shock you even more. After spending countless hours researching medical journals and consulting with nutrition experts, I discovered something that most people will never tell you. The very combinations you think are healthy might actually be aging your cells faster than smoking a pack of cigarettes every day. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because what I'm about to reveal will change everything you thought you knew about healthy eating. Deadly mistake number 1. Eggs with coffee or tea. After months of deep research and speaking with leading nutritionists, I've uncovered something that shocked me to my core. The very food that's supposed to be giving you protein and energy might actually be robbing your body of essential nutrients and accelerating the aging process. But before I tell you what these deadly combinations are, let me ask you this. Have you noticed that no matter how much you sleep, you still wake up tired? Have you wondered why your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be? Why do your joints ache more than they should? The answer might be sitting right there on your breakfast plate. Now, before we dive deep into this, I want you to think about your morning routine. Do you drink coffee or tea with your eggs? If you just said yes in your mind, keep watching, because this first combination could be the reason you're feeling tired all the time, and it's slowly draining the life force from your body. When you combine eggs with coffee or tea, something dangerous happens inside your body. The caffeine and tannins in these beverages create a chemical reaction that blocks your body from absorbing iron from the eggs. We're talking about a 60% reduction in iron absorption. This happens every single morning, day after day, year after year. Let me put this in perspective. Imagine you're taking your daily vitamins but throwing away more than half of them into the garbage. That's exactly what's happening when you have that morning coffee with your scrambled eggs. Iron isn't just any mineral. It's the carrier of oxygen in your blood. When your iron levels drop, every single cell in your body starts suffocating slowly. Your heart has to work harder to pump oxygen-poor blood through your system. Your brain, which uses 20% of your body's oxygen, starts functioning like an old computer running on dial-up internet. This iron deficiency doesn't just make you tired. After months and years of this combination, your immune system starts to weaken like a fortress with crumbling walls. You catch colds more often, wounds take longer to heal, and that mental sharpness you once had begins to fade away like an old photograph. This iron deficiency affects women differently than men, especially after menopause. Women over 50 who combine eggs with coffee every morning are essentially creating a perfect storm for accelerated aging. Their hair becomes thinner and more brittle. Their skin loses its elasticity faster, and they develop dark circles under their eyes that no amount of concealer can hide. The tannins in tea are even worse than coffee in some ways. Green tea, which everyone thinks is so healthy, contains compounds that can reduce iron absorption by up to 70% when consumed with iron-rich foods. Black tea is almost as bad. So, if you're one of those people who switched from coffee to tea, thinking you're being healthier, you might actually be making the problem worse. I came across a fascinating case where a 68-year-old woman from Texas had been exhausted all the time, despite eating what she thought was a healthy breakfast of scrambled eggs and black tea every morning for 20 years. She went to doctor after doctor, had test after test, spending thousands of dollars trying to figure out why she felt like she was dying inside. When she finally separated these foods, having her tea an hour after her eggs, something miraculous happened. Within just 3 weeks, her energy levels doubled. She called it her resurrection breakfast because she felt like she had come back to life. Her hair started growing thicker, her skin began to glow again, and for the first time in years, she could think clearly without that horrible brain fog. Deadly mistake. Number 2, eggs with milk. Now, if you're thinking, I'll just switch to milk instead of coffee, hold on. This second combination might be even more dangerous, especially if you're dealing with digestive issues that seem to be getting worse as you age. Eggs and milk together create what nutritionists call a protein overload crisis. Think about this. Eggs contain about 6 grams of complete protein each, and a glass of milk contains another 8 grams. When you consume them together, you're forcing your digestive system to process 14 to 20 grams of protein all at once. Your stomach can only produce a limited amount of digestive enzymes at any given time. When you consume multiple proteins together, your digestive system goes into panic mode, like a small factory trying to handle a massive order it wasn't designed for. Your stomach starts producing excessive acid, burning the delicate lining. Your pancreas works overtime, and your kidneys struggle to process the byproducts. The result? That uncomfortable bloating after breakfast that makes your clothes feel tight. The gas that embarrasses you and makes you avoid social situations. The heartburn keeps getting worse, making you reach for antacids more and more often, and the strain on your kidneys that you can't see but is happening every single day. For people over 60 whose digestive systems are already slowing down, this combination can lead to chronic inflammation throughout the entire body. This inflammation doesn't stay in your stomach. It spreads through your bloodstream like wildfire, affecting every organ, every joint, every cell in your body. When your digestive system is constantly inflamed, it sends distress signals throughout your body. These signals trigger the release of inflammatory compounds called cytokines, which are like tiny messengers of destruction. They travel through your bloodstream, causing joint pain, muscle aches, and even affecting your brain function. Think of your body like a smartphone with too many apps running at once. When your digestive system is overloaded, it drains the battery power that should be going to healing, repair, and maintaining your immune system. Everything else starts running slower, your memory becomes fuzzy, your joints ache more, and your energy crashes in the afternoon. Deadly. Mistake number 3. Eggs with cheese and spinach. The third deadly combination will surprise you because it's something most people think is incredibly healthy, something that appears on restaurant menus as the heart-healthy option. When you load your eggs with cheese and spinach, you create a calcium overload that prevents your body from absorbing the iron and zinc from the eggs. This isn't just about poor absorption. This is about creating a mineral war inside your digestive system. Calcium is a bully mineral. When there's too much of it present, it pushes other minerals out of the way, preventing them from being absorbed. The calcium from cheese and the oxalates from spinach form complex that not only block iron absorption, but can also contribute to kidney stone formation. Meanwhile, the zinc from eggs, which is crucial for immune function and wound healing, gets completely overwhelmed. This is particularly dangerous for women over 50 who are already at risk for osteoporosis. You think you're helping your bones with all that calcium, but you're actually creating mineral imbalances that can lead to kidney stones and worsen bone health in the long run. Your bones need more than just calcium. They need magnesium, zinc, vitamin D, and vitamin K2 to properly utilize that calcium. Without these supporting minerals, the calcium you're consuming might actually be deposited in your arteries instead of your bones. I found research documenting a 72-year-old woman who prided herself on her healthy cheese and spinach omelets every morning. She was doing everything right, according to conventional wisdom, eating protein, getting calcium for her bones, and adding vegetables. But she couldn't understand why her iron levels kept dropping and why she kept developing kidney stones repeatedly. When her routine changed to having eggs with tomatoes and avocado instead, something remarkable happened. Not only did her mineral absorption improve dramatically within a month, but she also stopped developing kidney stones. Her energy increased, her immune system strengthened, and even her arthritis pain decreased. The fourth combination is probably the most common, and it's destroying the health of millions of Americans over 50 every single day. I'm talking about eggs with white bread, pastries, bagels, or anything loaded with refined sugar and processed flour. When you eat eggs with white bread or sugary foods, you create a metabolic disaster inside your body that's like setting off a biochemical bomb. The refined carbohydrates cause your blood sugar to spike rapidly, shooting up like a rocket, and then crashing down like a broken elevator. Meanwhile, the protein from the eggs triggers a completely different digestive process. This mismatch confuses your metabolism and leads to chronic inflammation that accelerates aging at the cellular level. This combination doesn't just affect your blood sugar for a few hours. It actually reprograms your cells to age faster, like setting your biological clock to fast forward. When your blood sugar spikes rapidly, it triggers a process called glycation, where sugar molecules attach to proteins in your body, creating harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs accumulate in your skin, making it lose elasticity and develop wrinkles faster. They accumulate in your blood vessels, making them stiff and increasing your risk of heart disease. They even accumulate in your brain, contributing to cognitive decline. This inflammation doesn't just make you feel tired. It attacks your joints like acid, making arthritis worse. It affects your brain, contributing to memory problems and that frustrating brain fog that makes you forget names and words. It damages your blood vessels and weakens your immune system. This combination also affects your hormones, particularly insulin. When you repeatedly spike your blood sugar with refined carbohydrates while eating protein, your pancreas starts producing more and more insulin. Over time, your cells become resistant to insulin, like a person becoming deaf to a constantly ringing alarm. This insulin resistance doesn't just lead to diabetes. It also makes it nearly impossible to lose weight, especially around your midsection. It increases inflammation throughout your body. It affects your sleep quality, making you wake up tired, even after 8 hours in bed. And it accelerates the aging process, making you look and feel older than your actual age. Research shows that people who consistently eat eggs with refined carbohydrates literally age faster at the cellular level. Their telomeres, which are like the protective caps on shoelaces but for your DNA, become shorter faster. Shorter telomeres are associated with accelerated aging, increased disease risk, and shorter lifespan. I discovered case studies of people in their 60s who had been eating eggs with white toast and jam every morning for decades. When researchers looked at their cellular age versus their chronological age, they found that their cells were aging 10 to 15 years faster than they should. So, what should you be eating instead? Let me share the golden combinations that will transform your health and potentially add years to your life. First, Eggs with avocado are like giving your body a superfood boost that works on multiple levels. The healthy monounsaturated fats in avocado help your body absorb all the fat-soluble vitamins in eggs, vitamins A, D, E, and K. Avocado contains compounds that actually enhance the absorption of carotenoids from eggs, which are powerful antioxidants that protect your eyes and brain. The combination also provides your brain with the specific type of fat it needs to produce neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, which is crucial for memory and learning. Studies show that people who eat this combination regularly have better cognitive function and memory improvement that can be noticed within just a few weeks. The fiber in avocado slows down the absorption of nutrients from eggs, providing a steady, sustained release of amino acids that keeps your blood sugar stable and your energy consistent throughout the morning. No more mid-morning crashes or cravings for sugary snacks. Second, eggs with tomatoes are a powerhouse combination that creates what nutritionists call a synergistic effect. The vitamin C in tomatoes actually enhances iron absorption from eggs by converting iron into a form that your body can easily absorb. This gives you the exact opposite effect of coffee or tea. Instead of blocking absorption, you're supercharging it. Tomatoes contain lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that becomes more bioavailable when heated and combined with fat. When you cook tomatoes with eggs, you create a perfect storm of nutrition that protects your heart, reduces inflammation, and may even reduce cancer risk. The combination also provides folate and choline, two nutrients that work together to support brain health and prevent age-related cognitive decline. Research shows that people who regularly eat eggs with tomatoes have better cardiovascular health and slower rates of cognitive aging compared to those who eat eggs alone. Better choice. Number 3. Eggs with dark leafy greens like arugula or baby spinach, but in moderation and prepared correctly, provide folate and other B vitamins that work synergistically with the nutrients in eggs to support brain health and energy production. The key is using small amounts of greens and balancing them with other nutrients. Arugula is particularly beneficial because it's lower in oxalates than spinach, but rich in nitrates, which improve blood flow and oxygen delivery to your muscles and brain. When combined with eggs, this can improve exercise performance and mental clarity. The B vitamins in leafy greens, particularly folate and B6, work with the choline in eggs to produce neurotransmitters that regulate mood and cognitive function. This combination can actually help prevent depression and anxiety, which are common problems as we age. Better choice number 4. Cooking your eggs in olive oil adds healthy fats that help the absorption of vitamins A, D, E, and K from the eggs, but it also provides something even more valuable: polyphenols. Extra virgin olive oil contains compounds that reduce inflammation and protect against age-related diseases. When you heat olive oil gently with eggs, you create a perfect delivery system for fat-soluble vitamins while adding anti-inflammatory compounds that can reduce joint pain and protect your cardiovascular system. This combination has been shown to reduce inflammation markers in the blood and support heart health in ways that eggs alone cannot. The monounsaturated fats in olive oil also help regulate cholesterol levels, working synergistically with the cholesterol balancing effects of eggs. Contrary to old beliefs, this combination actually improves your cholesterol profile, increasing HDL, the good cholesterol, while maintaining healthy LDL levels. Now let me give you the simple rules that my research has shown will change your life. These aren't just suggestions. They're based on how your body actually works at the cellular level. 1. Wait at least 1 hour between eating eggs and drinking coffee or tea. This gives your digestive system time to absorb the iron and other minerals from the eggs before the tannins and caffeine can interfere. 2. Never combine more than one major protein source in a single meal. Your digestive system, especially as you age, works best when it can focus on one type of protein at a time. 3. Always add vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes, bell peppers, or a small amount of citrus to your egg dishes. This simple addition can double your iron absorption and provide antioxidants. 4. Drink water between meals, not during meals. When you drink liquids with your food, you dilute your stomach acid and make digestion less efficient. 5. Choose complex carbohydrates, like whole grain bread if you want carbs with your eggs, but eat them in small amounts and focus more on vegetables. Here's what I want you to do right now, starting with your very next breakfast. Think about your breakfast this morning. Were you making any of these deadly mistakes? If so, don't panic. Your body is incredibly resilient and can start healing immediately when you give it the right conditions. The human body has an amazing ability to repair itself when given the proper nutrients and conditions. Cells can regenerate, inflammation can decrease, and energy levels can improve surprisingly quickly when you stop making these common mistakes. Starting tomorrow morning, try one simple change. If you usually have coffee with your eggs, wait 1 hour after eating before you have your first cup. Use this time to do some light stretching or read a book. If you usually have eggs and milk together, replace the milk with some sliced tomatoes or avocado. The difference in how you feel after breakfast will be noticeable within days. If you usually have cheese and spinach in your omelet, try tomatoes and avocado instead. This simple swap can improve your mineral absorption dramatically. If you've been eating eggs with white bread or pastries, switch to having them with vegetables only for 2 weeks, and notice the difference. Your blood sugar will be more stable, your energy won't crash mid-morning, and you'll likely start losing weight without even trying. I want to hear from you in the comments. Write 1 if you've been making one of these mistakes and you're ready to change it. Write 2 if you're already eating eggs the healthy way and want to share your experience with others. Write 3 if you learned something new today that will change how you eat eggs. The truth is, most people over 50 are walking around with nutrient deficiencies, not because they're not eating enough good food, but because they're eating good foods in the wrong combinations. After all my research, I've learned that these simple fixes are often overlooked because there's no money in simple solutions. The food industry profits from selling you processed breakfast foods and expensive supplements. The pharmaceutical industry profits from treating the symptoms of nutrient deficiencies. But nobody profits when you simply change how you combine foods to maximize absorption and prevent problems in the first place. This is why you'll rarely hear this information from mainstream sources. It's too simple, too effective, and too inexpensive for anyone to make money from it. But you deserve to feel energetic, sharp, and healthy well into your 80s and 90s. You deserve to wake up without joint pain, to think clearly, without brain fog, and to have the energy to enjoy your retirement years fully. These simple changes to how you eat eggs can be the first step in that transformation. Remember, it's not just about what you eat, but when and how you eat it. Your body is a sophisticated machine that works best when you understand its needs and give it the right fuel in the right combinations. At 50, 60, 70, and beyond, these small changes can make the difference between feeling old and tired versus feeling vibrant and alive. The choice is yours. You can continue eating the way you always have and wonder why you're tired, achy, and losing mental sharpness. Or you can make these simple changes and start feeling like yourself again. The best part is, you'll start noticing improvements within days, not months or years. Share this video immediately with someone you care about, your mother, father, spouse, or friend, because this information could literally change their life. Too many people are suffering unnecessarily simply because nobody told them about these deadly food combinations. Hit that like button if you're ready to take control of your health. Subscribe for more life-changing health information, and I'll see you in the next video, where I'll reveal the #1 food that's making your joints hurt more than they should. Until then, take care of yourself, and remember, it's never too late to start feeling better. And remember, it's never too late to start feeling better.